Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Yesterday's review of Healthy Choices Frozen Spaghetti and Meatball Dinner was an atrocity, a debacle, and a complete fail. The spaghetti was overcooked, mushy, and simply tasted like boiled pasta water. The marinara sauce tasted simply like tomato sauce right out of the can, and it had a metallic flavor to it. Using ketchup as a marinara sauce would have been much better than the marinara sauce they used. The meatballs were the bright spot of this lousy dish. Basically what I'm saying is they sucked too, they just weren't as bad as the pasta and the sauce. Like I said yesterday, the name is proper, Healthy Choice. If you're given a choice, don't buy this. I deemed it unrateable. Before we get started with day number 4's frozen spaghetti and meatball review, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank all the new subscribers and welcome you to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you like the content, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the thumbs down button. That's okay too. Either way, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my channel. Day number 4's frozen spaghetti and meatball dinner is Lean Cuisine's features spaghetti with meatballs and a hearty tomato sauce. This 9.5 ounce meal costs $3.47. I've had some Lean Cuisine meals before, and I've actually been really happy with them. So let's hope that their frozen spaghetti and meatball dinner doesn't let me down. Now, is Lean Cuisine catfishing us with that picture? I hope not, because that looks delicious. Lean Cuisine wants you to know that they're environmentally friendly. They want you to join them on their mission. They're shifting their uncolored plastic trays or bowls, which allows them to be recycled in communities that accept them. Here's the list of ingredients, and yes, of course, they have textured soy flour. They have so many different names for soy products that serve as the same purpose. Just call it textured soy product. The serving size is the whole container, which has 290 calories, 4.5 grams of total fat, 1.5 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 1 gram of polyunsaturated fat, 1 gram of monounsaturated fat, 20 milligrams of cholesterol, 670 milligrams of sodium, 43 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 5 grams of sugars, and 17 grams of protein. Here's the microwave instructions, and you're supposed to cut the film to vent, cook on high for 3.5 minutes, stir and recover, and then cook again for 1.5 minutes on high, and then let stand 1 minute and enjoy. Here's our Lean Cuisine frozen spaghetti and meatballs right out of the freezer and right out of the box. Now into the microwave it goes. After microwaving on high for 5 minutes, our Lean Cuisine frozen spaghetti and meatball dinner is ready. Now that's some saucy spaghetti. That's how I like it. Now we know where all the sauce went from all the other meals. Now, just like most of the other meals, this sauce wasn't very twistable or twirlable or whatever you want to call it. But we were able to get enough on the fork to get in the old pie hole and shove it down the gullet. The noodles were overcooked, but they weren't nearly as bad as the Healthy Choice noodles. With the noodles already being sauced and not having much flavor, I wasn't expecting the sauce to have much flavor either. But we got a little spoonful of sauce anyway to give it a try. I'm not sure who's making this sauce or taste testing these sauces, but they don't have any flavor. I understand that they're trying to please a wide variety of customers and maybe want to keep the sauce basic. Basic is fine, bland is not. You gotta remember, you can't please everyone, but this sauce isn't gonna please anyone. Just like with the Healthy Choice frozen spaghetti and meatball dinner, Lean Cuisine is depending on the meatball to save the day. But can it be successful? So in order to keep Scooter from making ridiculous comments, I let Carl Spackler do the honors of cleaning off the ball. I'm not sure if Carl was a little overzealous with the ball washer, but once the sauce was off that ball, it did not look very good. That doesn't look natural. Well, just like the pasta and the sauce, there was absolutely no flavor in the meatball. A packing peanut would have had more flavor than this meatball. And there really was no texture, it just mostly crumbled when you bit into it. This is basically identical to the Healthy Choice spaghetti and meatballs. The one exception was the lean cuisine frozen spaghetti and meatballs had a sufficient amount of sauce to dip your garlic bread in, which was good enough to give it a score of 1 out of 10. Don't forget to stay tuned for tomorrow's 5th and final frozen meatball and spaghetti dinner review. Can you guess what the final meal is? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.